How to do more to help with sports injuries. Hey, I'm Sarah Pitts, and I'm here with another episode of How to Hack Injuries for every sports and fitness coach who wants to do more to help with sports injuries. And you don't really want to specialize or have to learn about all the technical details of injuries to do that. So if that's you, then this is a really important injury hacking tip for you. And the bottom line of this tip is really don't underestimate the power of small. So what do I mean by that? Well, I mean that nature is full of examples of the smallest thing being the lifeblood of huge ecosystems. So if you think about bees, for example, the whole world needs bees because they pollinate the flowers. And if they didn't do that, then we couldn't survive. So then you've got the krill in the ocean, the tiny weeny little insects, or I don't even know what they are. Let's just call them things, okay? They're tiny little things that the smaller fish eat, and then obviously the bigger fish eat the smaller fish, and all the rest of it. So the big things would not happen without the bees and the krill and the fungi and all that kind of stuff in nature. And it's exactly the same in business or in life in general, actually. Success doesn't happen overnight. It's all of the thousands of hours of trying and testing different things and all that kind of stuff, that when eventually that one thing really hits, it's because you've tried thousands of other things, okay? It's usually the smallest, most overlooked things that make the biggest difference. And it's no different when it comes to sports injuries. So most coaches think of sports injuries as like an overuse condition. It's got some fancy name or other, and it's got a list of symptoms attached to it. But the reality is that in the majority of cases, the pain wouldn't really be there if the joints could move more freely. And this is where injury hacking comes in. Now, the small amounts of variation of movement can make a huge difference to how an activity feels to the body, and of course, how the joints are being used. And those small variations of movement can really help to keep those joints open and moving freely. And you don't have to take specialist qualifications or dive into any great injury detail to help your people with their existing injury problems if you can apply variety of movement in this way. Hey, Sandra. So if every sports and fitness coach in the world was doing this and playing a small part like this, then sports injuries would be really rare. And I'm not talking about huge variations either. I mean, a simple foot position change or a different grip. So, for example, I don't know, turning your toes out or turning them in or having one foot in slightly in front of the other. I mean, you pick your favorite movement. Do it right now. Pick your favorite movement and then try it slightly differently. And just feel how different that is to your body. And one of the really good ways of feeling this very quickly is to use a stretch position. So you take your favorite stretch, whether it's a hamstring stretch, whether it's a quad stretch, whatever. You take that particular stretch position, take your body to that feeling of stretch, and then just change your body position slightly and just feel how different that feels. It can either take the stretch feeling away or it can make it much more intense. So regardless of how technically correct things might be, when you do those things, it feels fun to investigate the movement like this, and it also happens to be a really great way to reduce emotional and physical stress, which are two of the leading causes and risk factors for injury as well. So have a think about it. How many different ways can you think of varying that one movement that you just chose? How many can you do? Put the number in the comments below. Oh, and before I go, if you want to know more about what injury hacking really is and how it can help you, your coaching, your club, your organization, simply post your request in the comments below, and I'll send you a free copy of my brand new report called Injury Hacking Explained. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.